What's up, geeks and gamers? My name is Drementfh, and welcome to Thorium Gaming. And we're back with Nightly Valor, our attempts to bring the light of the Lady of the Lake to the entirety of the old world. And if you guys have been watching the videos lately, you know that I have not been saying English very well, but I can still get that rambling sentence out. I don't know why. So over the last couple of episodes, we've had chaos invading from the south, and it's starting to become a problem. We're probably going to lose Kofir, but we're just going to have to accept that, and Al Haik is going to be under assault very soon. But to our advantage, we have Lord Eddie coming in to help out. Hopefully he'll be able to make it there in time. Also, it looks like Sararimon has leveled up, so as soon as they're done moving, we will go into Arimon and see what we can get him. Now he's working on the Pledge to Chivalry, so that means he just has to level up a whole bunch of times, so you can get the Knights. Vow? Swear I can think too. Let's get him hard to hit, because he's already got the Pegasus and he's got full plate armor. I'll allow him access to some other things. Lady Janice has leveled up as well, so we can grab another level of transformation of Kadon. Summon some Manticores to deal some really good damage. Of course, we're pulling those two armies back just in case Egrim here decides he wants to come down and have some fun.
It shall be so.
Fighting against our knights on the shore. We still have the Green Knight in Phoenix's army, which is a big help. It's a massively strong hero. So we'll see how that works out. We're starting to get back into the green. Apparently our inherited hero has also leveled up. And we might as well continue sending him south so he can scout it around. We could level up a couple of cities, but we don't really want to do that just yet. We might have to fall back here and deal with chaos. With any luck,
I think not.
Garrulous, I think that's how you pronounce it, won't be able to take this on. I mean, we can fight him. We've got a lot of archers and foot squires, but we really need Lord Eddie to get in there to fight him. Otherwise, it could end badly. Of course, Iron Rock and Barag the Wazbag are still doing okay, but there's not really much we can do on this turn, so let's just end it and see what ends up happening. Of course, Furix is headed up north, trying to spot out if there's any land-based Chaos armies. I don't know if Archaon comes with the first wave or the second wave. I think it's second, but we might as well have a scout up there to see what's going on. And hopefully our friends in the Empire decide they want to come and help us out here. Or at least take Sartosa, which will give them a holding on the shoreline. Might divert that Chaos force, and then we can send Phoenix and Grimaldus down south over the water to help deal with the forces of Chaos that are completely ravaging our lands. We have to be willing to sacrifice those cities. It will hurt us financially. We can reclaim them afterwards. But losing the generals down there right now is just not an option. So we're going to have to deal with whatever comes. And if we have to fall back, we have to fall back. I'd rather take the Chaos forces out on an open field anyway. Especially if we have anybody on a Pegasus who can deal with their Hell Cannons. Hell Cannons, of course, are crewed by Chaos Dwarves. The only Chaos Dwarves in the game. Which is a little sad. But at the same time, yeah, they're Chaos Dwarves. They're kind of cool. Neat little backstory there with the split of the Dwarven Empires. Why they started using Chaos Energy and Magic. It's a nice little take on the Dwarven lore. Now, if we could be really, really, really lucky, we'd see the Empire completely sail at Chaos and just start tearing into them. We only have to win a few fights, well, we gotta win more than a few, to get our chivalry up to the point where we can engage the final battle. And that will allow us to win the campaign for Nightly Valor this time. We're getting close, but we just have to weather the storm of chaos that's coming, and then weather anything else that could come out. Right now that means we are kind of reliant on the Empire and the Dwarves to hold the eastern reaches. And if they can do that, we're smiling, we're laughing. If they can't, then we might be in a little bit of trouble. They don't really have any forces up that direction, which is a little bit worrying. but we can kind of deal with it. We are not going to join a war against Kislev. As much as we like you, Dowie, we cannot engage Kislev. It's a war we cannot A, afford via troops, and B, we can't afford via positioning. We need Kislev to be another bulwark. But it looks like you're sending all of your dwarven forces down to help fight chaos, which is a definite boon. If we have to retake the coastal cities, we might be able to do it, or the dwarves will take a few of them. Then we might be able to pop over to the jungles of Lustria, although a lot of them are in Lothern's hands. Look at our map quickly while they're doing it. Some of them are in Lizardmen hands, so maybe to the east instead, or finish off the Tomb Kings that are down there, make it a true war against the undead in the sands in the lands of Arraby. Be nice to see the Dwarven heroes do a little bit more to help us out, though. And those are two engineers right there that could potentially be in artillery-based armies. Alright, Teclis, we know you're dealing with the Druki right now. Are you going to be able to win? And you took Alicia. So that means... Was that Malekith or was that Morathi? I think that was Malekith. We now got more Elven armies moving up. If they can retake Lothern, that will definitely make people like Alariel better. Though I haven't seen Alariel in a while, she might still be wounded. Or we just haven't seen her move. That's also very, very, very possible, but... So I didn't see her at Lothern either, so who knows? No idea where she is. And then our new friends down in The Last Defenders, Krogar. Still got a really nice army, Temple Guard and a lot of rampaging dinosaurs. Wonder where he's going to go off to. Could he possibly be going after Lamia? I wouldn't advise it, Krogar, because it looks like Queen Khalida has a fair number of forces set up there. Okay, so it looks like it was Malekith that got defeated by Teclis. So that helps us out a little bit. Now is Morathi going to wipe Teclis out? Yes, she is. Maybe that'll leave the door open for our dwarven friends of Carrick-Ziflin, I think it is, to get in there and hit the Dark Elves. So Queek Headtaker's down there. And just got slapped down by the Tomb Kings. But really, really hurt the Tomb Kings in turn. But it's not hard for them to rebuild their armies, all things considered. And I do love the look of the Kemrian War Sphinx. Kemri's doing pretty well, all things considered. They got a lot of wars going on too, so they're trying to reclaim all the desert lands. Cetra's not in his iconic chariot yet, which a little worrying, but it's okay. Not really sure where the Tomb Kings are going to go with all this. I mean, they control a lot of what they need, and they could start getting their books of Nagash. The random armies that are out there, the one that we saw near the Black Pyramid, has a book of Nagash. I know that from a Tomb Kings playthrough of my own. Of course, I play the Court of Liberus, because Queen Khalida is awesome, but yeah, it's got a black book. And that's kind of their win condition. Collect all the black books and then perform the black sacrament or ritual or something. Black sacrament's from Skyrim. well, Elder Scrolls, I guess. Now, this is what I really wanted to see play out. What are the dwarves going to do? Them and their ironclads. Are they actually going to go after the Druki? That would be kind of cool to see. We are still at war with Talea. Might be able to sue for peace with them. Probably should try that as soon as it comes back to our turn. Ooh, they're moving their largest army stack down to fight the Empire, it looks like. So we might actually be able to just wipe out their main city. It's risky, very risky, but it is possible. I mean, that is King Lewin right there. But I don't know if we can abandon Skavenblight just yet. We probably have to build it up a little bit more so we don't get any civil unrest penalties or anything like that while we go through. Alright, so let's see what Chaos does. And Kofur is probably going to get attacked, and this is definitely something we cannot win. And they're probably going to tear Kofur down and put one of their rune stones up in place. Did kill a few of the Chaos warriors, but not a whole lot. And it does look like those warriors are going to come up north. Wondering what the odds of them taking Tobero are. We may not have the option to wait for Lord Eddie, which means that Yogi might be on the outs here.
I am King Leoncor.
No, we're not going to sign a non-aggression pact with you. Alright, so lots of little things that we don't need to worry about.
And wisdom are yours.
Now, would the Chaos Forces come ashore here or over near Tobero? Can we see what they have yet? Cannot see what they have yet.
Guardian.
Well, let's assume that they're going to come ashore here. And move Grimaldus and Phoenix over in a position where they can fight them should they come ashore.
Blessings of the lady be upon you. Glory.
And Lord Eddie's going to be taking attrition damage all throughout Tomb King's territory. What are the odds that we can fight this battle and win? It's kind of 50-50. They've got one unit of Hell Cannon. We can take that out with our Pegasus Knights. It would be tough. Let's decline to attack for now. See if we can hopefully get Eddie into this fight. We'll see on next turn. If they pull their forces in and assault, we are going to lose that city. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I was hoping... Hopefully they'll go up towards Fyrus, because then we can actually get Eddie into this fight. Next turn he should be able to reach the outskirts of that. Thibault Dubois. Send him down this way. And yeah, we are losing a lot of money by losing those settlements. So we're going to have to be kind of careful with how our funds play out. But let's see if we can sue for peace with Talea.
Is it war? Agreed.
Alright, so we'll peace out with them for now. See what happens. Of course, our Furix is going to keep going. Because, well, that's his job right now. Just travel on north. I didn't realize that Kofur and thus that region was so important to us financially. Let's see what the Empire does. Because they're still at war with Talea. Franz's army isn't completely filled up yet, so is he just going to move in range to... Yeah, it looks like he's going to help his Reichsmarschall out in taking on that Chilean army. Grand strategy at its finest. And the Chilean army won. It's a little scary, to be honest. And it looks like the Empire is not coming to help us out. Funny that an Archlector is now the Supreme Theogonist. Grand Theogonist? Should be Volkmar the Grim. But no, that should be Archlector. He's the Grand Wizard. I have completely forgotten the titles of the Empire's nobility today. I have no idea why. It's not really easy to commentate some of these little sections in here. Mostly just the Empire is moving, because the Empire is massive right now. That said, they have a lot of really cool troops. Their knights are not as good as ours, but they have a lot better infantry, and they of course have better artillery. Franz is going to move back to Lucini to hopefully regenerate his army a little bit. Let's say warrior priest hero. Is that an amethyst wizard? He's a celestial wizard. The amethyst wizards were added into the game, which means they get the lore of death on their side. I've already gone over that in previous episodes of Knightly Valor, but still, I think it's cool. I always like the amethyst order. Kind of really go right on the line of what's necromancy and what's death magic. Ungrim Iron Fist and Alaric Ranulfson. Now, could you be coming after the Chaos Forces? Because you do have a dwarven settlement over there. Or are you just going to help smash down Talea? And I didn't notice that army coming down, so must have used the underway a couple of times, and I just didn't notice. Logazord Dragon Slayer. Drac Slayer in their tongue. But is it really honorable if you use a gun to do it? I mean, the dwarves are all about their martial prowess. I don't know if that would be considered right. Warriors of Chaos are pretty small. How their puppets and servants are better than them is beyond me. Now, what's Lothern going to do to counteract Dark Elf aggression right now? So we know they have a couple of armies coming up. And that's a lot of Phoenix Guard. Holy crap, that is a lot of Phoenix Guard. Got Silver Helms, Phoenixes, and Great Eagles, but that is a lot of Phoenix. So is that. Lothern is going all out on the Phoenix Guard. They are some of the best infantry in the game. No word of a lie. Some Shadow Warriors in there. Well, the special Shadow Warriors. More Phoenix Guard. It's just amazing that they can do that. I do love playing as the elves, though. I don't know why, it's just a lot of fun. Well, maybe it's because Alariel the Radiant is just overpowered. If you start as Lothern, Lore Masters, or as the Shadow King Ilithanar, First thing you should be doing is trying to get the Ever Queen on your side, because she is a beast of a spellcaster. I'm still curious as to what you're trying to do, Croak Guard, because you only have one unit of Temple Guard in there this time. You had two before, so you're paring down your army a little bit. Is this an assault of desperation, or what? Because it doesn't really make sense for what you're doing. Marathi, what are you gonna do? Aside from spread chaos corruption all over the place. You're gonna go fight the dwarves, and you're going to win against the dwarves, because you have the Sword of Cain. But that depleted your army fairly significantly, so the second dwarven army can fight for Elysia? We still have to see if the Chaos Assault comes this turn or not. If it does, then... well, sorry Yogi, but we can't save you. Wish we could, but we're kind of gambling right now, and I'm hoping that the dice come up in our favor. Oh, and Khemri lost the Black Pyramid of Nagash. That's actually a big hit for them. The Black Pyramid is one of the wonders that they have to build to win the game, so that's good for us because it slows the Tomb Kings down, but at the same time, right now we're kind of using them as a blade of shielding, so I'd rather not see them get wiped out. I'm kind of curious if there's a mod where you can start as the rogue armies, because that would be an interesting little way to play. Then again, I'm used to the old Romance of the Three Kingdoms games. Not the Total War incarnation of it yet, but the old school, like, PS3, PS2, PlayStation 1 cartridge era games. Oh, the dwarves are going to retreat now. That's no good. Where you could actually start off as a rogue general and then pop in, take a city, and start an empire. It was one of the harder ways to play the game, especially when you're dealing with Cao Cao, Liu Bei, Sun Ke, Jihao Yuan, all of them. And yeah, it was difficult, but it was rewarding when you won one of those games. Okay, so the Empire has taken a massive hit to its strength. Tilea is kind of running low on troops.
Come to Bretonia, stranger.
Rinky, yes, we will take a non-aggression pact with other lizardmen. Went through that a little bit quick, but it's lizardmen, we're good. They are a force of order, so I am okay with allying with them because, well, they're good guys. Lizards. Good lizards. That's what I should say. Now what we've been fearing the most, let's see what happens with this Chaos Fleet. Not what I was expecting. And are you going to go... oh, you're not going to engage. You're going to encamp. So we might be able to win that fight with reinforcements from Eddie coming in to help out Yogi. But then we probably won't hold. Oh great, another horde of chaos is coming through. Alright then.
Of the realm.
So we have no idea where this chaos army is going, but it's not actually that strong. Their cavalry is, of course. And their infantry is pretty hard hitting, but they have a lot of marauders in it. So now the option becomes, let's pull back
I go. Noble.
both of our guys and see if we can start doing some fun
Taking
stuff
my
with them
lead.
later on. Now, Eddie,
You mewling fool.
you can't get there unless you ride out
Moving
hard.
out. My reputation precedes me. Strike them down.
We have Lord Eddie coming in with a bunch of reinforcements. We got Yogi, and we got the garrison. Hopefully we can win this. This is going to be the fight that's going to determine Al-Haik's fate, and possibly the fate of Yogi. So what we need to do is get those Pegasus Knights on those Hell Cannons as quickly as possible. If we have any Knights of the Realm, they gotta go after those Chaos Spawn. We'll have to use Pole Arms to deal with the Knights. And all of our reinforcements are coming in from over here. So Lord Yogi, our Squires, and our Archers. And is Yogi on a horse? Yogi is not on a horse. Alright, so it's the Chaos Spawn that we got to deal with our anti-large. The Chariots don't worry me that much. It's the Hell Cannons that do. Our troops are in the line of fire, so let's pause real quick. See if we can gather up a bunch of these Squires. Take all of our heroes and put them close to dead center as we can get. We're going to have more reinforcements coming in as it goes. Let's pause again real quick. So we've got pole arms. See if we can get them over here. More archers came in with the reinforcements. Let's get them set up behind our lines. And as for our knights on the ground, let's get them set up over here. Our swordsmen we will try and keep as kind of a mid-range reserve force right there. A lot of this is going to come down to changing orders on the fly. Of course, our trebuchets are coming in. So let's just set them up like right here.
On our way.
Speed it up to get our troops in place. We're going to be taking some Hell Cannon shots. Let's get those Pegasus Knights flying as fast as they can to deal with that Hell Cannon.
Knights errant! Show us the foe!
And we are about to hit the crunch way, way earlier than we want to.
Knights errant! Hastily! Pegasus Knights!
Hell Cannon's holding even, but it's not doing too much. Alright, so over here, we have combat already. Might as well divert these guys as best we can. And we're going to have a crunch here no matter what we do, so let's get our guys into the fight. That is the regular paladin. So our Ahriman, let's actually send you to help out with the Hell Cannon. Lord Eddie will send you against the Chaos Spawn. Same with Yogi. Let's get into the fight here. More damage we can deal to him right now, the better off we're going to be. It's kind of turning into a bunch of individual little fights. This Chaos Spawn are almost done. Once they are, we'll pause really quick and send our units to do other things.
What orders?
Pull that unit off already. Once this last Chaos Spawn in this group dies, center group's getting kind of beaten up.
Whole men! Serve and obey! Go Knights!
Knights of the Realm. Might as well charge you in over here,
Attack! Orders!
along with some
For
extra
the
footmen.
king!
Now the Pegasus Knights are all done over there. Get you guys to fly in from the back. I think we're going to win this fight. It's going to take a lot of our troops' resources
Ready
out,
for the
but
charge, knights! Squares! Quickly, lads!
still should be effective.
Men of Bretonia!
Come on, Pegasus Knights, do your thing.
Orders?
This could actually be a resounding victory.
Squares!
We are pushing them back, and
Pull, man!
they are dying at prodigious rates.
Run, man! Ready for orders!
So Chaos Knights, hopefully they'll flee the field. Have you guys finished off those chariots yet? Come on. These foot squires are definitely doing a number. They're all starting to break. And we have our victory, but let's let it play out a little bit, see if we can finish off a few more of the chaos spawn. Well, not the spawn as the unit, spawn as in the pains in the butt that are out here. Let it roll just a little bit. If we can knock out a few extra warriors of chaos, even the marauders, should help us out in future battles. I think everything good is gone now. So a decisive victory. We lost very little in comparison, considering their troops outclass ours. All their spawn, their hell cannon, all gone. A lot of their warrior units went down a lot. We lost a fair chunk of our foot squires, but we killed over half their army. So I can't complain at that. And of course we are going to execute them.
Do you know who
Of course,
I am?
Yogi gained a level, so we'll get him Blade Master.
Blessings of the
Eddie
Lady
gained
be
a
upon
level.
you.
Let's get him Route Marcher. There's no way to get him within range to assault. Yogi
My
could still assault
reputation
this army,
precedes
but
me.
with what he has,
Yes?
no chance in hell that he'd be able to take it on.
Paladin of Bretonia.
Thibaut de Bois, we will pull down this way. Now, Iron Rock, I believe it has something that we can build, or is that just for certain races? Okay, I think it is just for the orcs and goblins or something. Dwarf Realms and Skaven. Okay, so it's Dwarf and Skaven that can use Iron Rock as something better. But we don't want to spend 4 grand on that when we are going to be tight on cash. So we'll probably give this one more turn, and then we'll see what goes on. If we upgrade this port, definitely help there. That was a big victory on the part
My
of
strength and
Eddie.
wisdom are yours.
However,
Protector
I know
of
one
the
of the
realm.
tricks that Chaos might try to use,
Pious.
so we're going to put Yogi outside the castle, because the other option is they assault the castle, and then they catch
Blessings
Eddie,
of the Lady be
and he
upon
can't
you.
run away. They still might.
Yes, I go thither. Going forth.
So, hopefully this works out for us. And I keep forgetting to move Furix manually, but we'll see how it goes. Haven't seen anything up north yet, even though the second wave of chaos has come in. There's a Skaven rebellion there. Let's see what the Empire does. Franz's army is still recovering. Are they going to go after the forces of chaos on the water? And they're going to win. Okay, that takes care of a major threat up here. We could actually move Phoenix and Grimaldus down there to say hello to the chaos enemies that are there. There is a second wave of chaos on the go right now, so with that in mind, we do have to be a little bit careful. Be nice to see the rest of the Empire forces actually take on chaos. It seems to be moving south. I kind of forget what the Empire's win conditions are right now, but I think they're getting close. Every win in battle we get is going to help us out a fair bit. Names in the Empire provinces or captains and everything are really weird. Like Hans Alderman is not bad. But the other guy was named Utterrichter? Utterricker? I don't know. And that's Conrad Mosher? I mean, yeah, it's based on old Germanic and stuff like that, but sometimes I think they take it to the extreme. But let's face it, it is Warhammer. Everything Warhammer does, whether fantasy or 40k, takes everything to the extreme. Even their puns and jokes, so it's kind of good. Alright, let's see what the dwarves do. Be interesting to see them actually engage something. And with the other army that's around the peninsula there, we don't know if they're going to continue up north and try to take on Talea, or if they're going to turn around because the threat of chaos is gone. Looks like they're going towards Talea. Or they might be going to Tobero. No, Mr. Cragbow, why don't you go down and finish off the last Talayan city? Because, you know, that would be useful for us. But no. Gotta be a little short Dawi with your long beard and not help us out. We're not the ones that clipped it, that was the elves. We never asked you for anything, that was the Empire. And you actually respect us because we claimed our lands back from the orcs. Without your help. Gilles the Uniter did that for us. Didn't need help like Sigmar did. That's right, I'm throwing shade at you Empire fans. Zilnilon should be going after Marathi. She's in a bad position. She has no troops. Why aren't you baiting her out to fight? Where's Tyrion? And Alariel. We know Teclis is hurt right now. We ain't seen Tyrion or Alariel around either. I don't know about the Shadow King either. Just a bunch of their mages moving around, having fun. Still battling over the same 3 cities, even though you have the forces to wipe Marathi out. And then reclaim Share? Elysia? And the Shrine of Cain. If you beat Marathi, you can put the sword back. You know, prevent the world from going boom. There's a reason that sword is in the ground there. It's not just because it looked pretty. Car has gone into astromancy. See, right now, if you had attacked Marathi or positioned yourself to actually engage her, you wouldn't have to worry about her and the Sword of Cain moving towards you. Sometimes I wonder about the Dark Elves and the High Elves. So high on themselves that they can't realize anything else. Now, Cetra, are you actually going to take that city now? Oh, you're going to destroy it? And it looks like the Rakaf dynasty is gone. Or we just can't access their home anymore. So coincidentally, the Tomb Kings just hurt our economy. I don't think it was by much, but
You are a guest
did
in
sting.
my realm. You will act like it.
No, we're not going to allow you military access. You followed Nagash. Pretty much the biggest pile of jerkish bones that has ever existed. So no, we're not going to help you out.
The dwarves have ever been friends of Bretonia. What brings you down from your mountain, Dowie?
Can't accept that right now. And what else is Karag Ziflin going to do? So we're stuck right here. I have no idea. Camera is... There we go. So it does that sometimes where the camera just kind of sticks. Doesn't happen often, but every now and then. Now, with a last name like Belladonna, you better be a big, important general, because Belladonna is awesome. Deadly Nightshade, Belladonna, you know, all the poisonous stuff in the world. Kikoaka. I always try to find the hidden meanings in the lizardmen names, because there's some that are pretty blatantly obvious. Tic-tac-toe. But other ones, their names I'll just come across. I know they're Aztec-inspired and themed. Alright, so let's see what these guys do. Oh yeah, we are definitely going to lose both of those armies. There's no way we're winning this one. Well, we might actually, and if we do, it'll be amazing. 2 hell cannons. Some trolls. There's a lot of marauders in that army. Some marauders in there. I don't think we really have a choice. Let's fight this out. We'll lose Sir Eddie at the very... Oh, they have the hill. Oh, this is not going to be good. Not good at all. Our forces are coming in from 3 separate sides, so we're just going to have to do this on the fly.
Quick march!
So this is just basically going to be kind of a crapshoot. Eddie, you're coming in from over here. And Ahriman, send you after the Hell Cannon. Their reinforcements are coming in from behind. Actually, let's hold you off for just a second. Let the rest of the troops come in and see what we can do.
Lord of Bretonia!
Troops we really need to move are the ones that are stuck on the other side of the cairn. Oh, that is bad positioning for us.
Doing our duty!
Alright, so the Pegasus Knights, they're the ones that don't really have any objections here. They're kind of sacrificial, so let's grab as many people over here as we can. Well, as many, not as few. Let's immediately get you up over here. 2 archers you brought in. Come up here. There's our trebuchets. Should be on the field momentarily. This is going to be tough. So first off, let's get those knights errant and our knights of the realm into the lance. Oh, I am so unsure of what I want to do to fight this off. If we straight up charge them, we will lose. But if we do nothing, we also lose. So let's see if we can get our archers into range to do a little bit more than they're worth. Take our knights, try and ride up the flank, and we'll try and get our trebuchets set up in such a way that they can start shooting the army quickly here. At this point, the goal is not necessarily to win, just to deal as much damage as we can to this army.
Defenders of the realm, glory calls.
There goes the first of the hell cannon shots.
Ready! Get him! Kill 'em all! Honor awaits! Hey! Britannia! Knights in! Awaiting order!
Where are our knights of the realm?
Valiant blow! For Britannia! Serve our liege! Bowman! Aye! Loads!
Like I said, this is going to be kind of a mess.
For the lady!
They have so much cavalry.
Fury! All men! Run 'em through! For the king! Noble knights! For honor!
Oh, they've left their rear exposed.
Bretonian lord!
We knew this force was pretty much going to get wiped out right away.
Pegasus knights!
But if we can wipe out the hell cannon, marauders don't worry me at all.
Men of Bretonia! Righteous fury!
Be nice to see our reinforcements get over into this fight.
Knightly valor!
Come on, just wipe the hell cannon out.
Annihilate! Orders! Run!
Get over there and help Eddie out.
Pullman! Get him! What orders?
Basically kind of swarm them. Death has embraced one of our lords. That is unfortunate.
Shields! Aye! Squares! Kill him!
But we knew that coming in. So who was it that went down? Eddie, who marched all the way out here to try and relieve these forces, is now gone.
Paladin of Bretonia! Bretonia needs me!
Rest in peace, Lord Eddie. You died valiantly.
Peasant bowmen! Fighters!
It's kind of a close call. I think Chaos is going to win this fight, though. just based on the quality of their troops compared to the quantity.
Ever faithful!
But it's a fight we had to take, even though it's going to result in us losing 2 of our heroes. Hopefully we can wipe out a few dozen of these jerks. And then Phoenix and Grimaldus can come down here and avenge our valiant friends.
Bretonian!
So we are definitely going to lose this one.
Pull, men!
We snuck the first one out,
Loyal
but
and true!
just couldn't hang on.
Withdraw! God help us!
If we had started all together, then maybe we would have had a chance. But being spread out like we were in this particular battlefield,
Peasant bowmen!
this is the end of an errantry war and the end of some valiant heroes. Which is unfortunate, but it does happen.
For the lady! Pull, man! Boundless Valor!
See if we can wipe out units one at a time by just swarm tactics. Well, they're definitely going down. Not exactly quickly.
Get out of here! To victory for the lion! Run them through!
Come on, sorry, Mon. I know you're losing decisively, but you're holding them up. It's the same shame, 'cause he's probably going to give me a shot to the arm in real life for letting him die here. Sorry, buddy.
The Grail vow is mine! The king!
So right now, the idea is to cause as much pain as we can. Simply by swarming every unit on the field. Chaos Marauders are kind of getting slapped around a bit.
This was not meant to be!
So many chaos units. The big thing is we took out the hell cannons.
For Bretonia!
And this is why we don't like chaos warriors and chaos knights. Look at all of that armor. And look at how big they are in comparison to our Bretonian squires. Like, they're just massive, massive beings. More knights are jumping in. Everything about chaos is just overblown. There's their chaos sorcerer. Swearic in English, most of the time. Well, we went from surrounding the enemy to being surrounded, and we're going to get wiped out here pretty quick. But at least we're going to go down fighting.
God help us!
And there goes the morale break. Pretty much figured that was going to happen. Lord Eddie is dead. We did not take out enough of their forces either. We took some out, some of the important stuff too. But I think he's going to chase down Yogi individually, and I think we're just going to disband Eddie's army. they actually going to abandon Al Haik? And that's the first Servants of Chaos we've seen. The purple Chaos Star. Rest in peace, Lord Eddie. You made a valiant attempt. As for you, Yogi, you lost all of your troops. There's really only one thing left for you to do. Make like a trout and get the heck out.
Striking out. Do you know who I am?
But that's actually probably a pretty good place to end it for this week, guys. So if you liked the video, please consider hitting that like button. If you'd like to join up with the 232, see your name pop up in this or other Let's Plays, just hit that subscribe button. Make sure you turn your notifications on so you don't miss when a new video goes out. And remember, guys, life is a game, so play to win. And until next time, take care.